emerges candidate of SDP for Ondo governorship poll. APC faithful in Owo promise more support for Ayedatiwa administration. People's Democratic Party sweeps council poll in Oyo as APC candidates clear all local governments in Bundi. And from the foreign scene, flood waters sweep away loaded truck in Kenya. Good evening to you and thank you very much for joining us tonight on the news at 7 on Osrc television. I am Oyewumi Ayini Bera. An information technology expert, Segun Oyebolu, has emerged the governorship candidate of Social Democratic Party in Ondo State. Dr. Oyebolu will be the party's flag bearer in the November 16 governorship election of the party's shadow election committee. Joseph Abu announced that Oyebolu won, having polled 59 out of 60 votes cast by the party's delegates. The SDP governorship primary was supervised by Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and security agencies. In his acceptance speech, Oyebolu assured that his government will focus in freeing the people from the vested interests that had contributed to the underdevelopment in the state. Meanwhile, the state deputy governor Olayide Adelani has expressed appreciation to APC members in our local government for voting for Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa during the party's primary. Dr. Adelani, while on a thank you visit round of the 11 wards in the area, said the people of our made him proud. Government House correspondent Zemo Ebieni Asmo has presented.
The thank you visit by the State Deputy Governor Dr. Olayide Adelani was to appreciate the people of our local government for their show of love during the APC primary election held on the 28th of April 2024. The tour took him around 11 wards in Owo as people came out in large numbers to receive the Deputy Governor. Addressing the people, Dr. Adelami thanked them for fulfilling their promise to support his boss.
And particularly the reason for this procession is to come out in our numbers to bring the people of our for what they love and support for Ayedatiwa and for Adelami. Last Saturday, the support they showed, which was unprecedented, and there is no better way we can do it because we are still expecting your support in November. There is no better way we can do it than to go around the whole of our and begin to please the people of our.
Fellow Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Dr. Yemi Mahmood, the All Progressives Congress woman leader, Mrs. Olufunmilayo Ademilogun, and others said our people would always support visionary leader like Governor Ayedatiwa, who is committed to bringing about overall development of the state.
As you can see, we have traversed less and the breadth of Owo, basically to find the people. The Deputy Governor of Ondo State today, by the grace of God, is from Owo, in person of Dr. Adelani. And since Adelani came on board, the politics, the dynamics of politics in Owo changed completely. It changed because of Adelani.
Trust our people. When Owo is with you, Owo will never be against you. Our promise that they are going to vote for Ayedatiwa, and they did it last Saturday, and they are going to do it on come November 2024. The outing of today is really overwhelming. Everybody came out despite the short notice.
For us, both young, old, women and adults in Owo, we recognize this virtue and we are translating this to public appreciation for what Governor Orimiso has done for Adelani, and that is why our people are standing shoulder to shoulder, tall by tall, church by church for Adelani.
assured him of their readiness to do more at coming governorship election billed for November this year.
In Oyo State, the ruling People's Democratic Party has won all chairmanship seats in the 33 local government of the state. This follows the announcement of the council polls result by Oyo State Independent Electoral Commission, OISEC. OISEC Chairman Isiaka Olaguju, the Commissioner of Police in the state, Adibola Amzat, and other security agencies in the state commended conduct of the poll, describing it free, fair, credible, and violence-free. On the contrary, All Progressives Congress said the council election was a sham capable of causing the state untold disrepute if allowed to stand. Also in Gombe, candidates of All Progressives Congress APC have emerged victorious across the 11 local government areas of Gombe State where the council elections were held. Announcing the election results, Chairman of Gombe State Independent Electoral Commission Saidu Shehu said only 5 of 19 political parties participated in the election. The parties are All Progressives Congress, People's Democratic Party, Accord Party, Zenith Labour Party, and Young Progressive Party. Governor Muhammadu Yahya, who cast his vote at Yahya Umar polling unit 010, has called on the defeated candidates to support the winners to form a common front. Minister of Works David Umahi has ordered the closure of Landmark Beach in Lagos as demolition to pave the way for coastal highway road projects get underway. Umahi, who gave the order at Landmark Beach, said none of the infrastructure except charters would be affected. The minister asserted that from Wednesday to Thursday, direct compensation will be paid to owners of all affected property. Umahi said the demolition is necessary because the Landmark Center is on the federal government's right of way. The coastal road is designed to connect Lagos to Cross River, passing through Ogun, Ondo, Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, and Akwa Ibom states before culminating in Cross River. You're still watching Osrc News at 7. Flood waters sweep away loaded truck in Kenya. Please do join us for this and more after the break. Thank you very much for joining us. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at OSRC TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel OSRC TV Ondo. As acute petrol supply challenges enter its second week, independent marketers have explained that issues that led to the scarcity of the product will take another 2 weeks to be fully resolved. Public Relations Officer, Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Chinedu Okadike, said the product was not available in the country. Chief Okadike blamed the acute shortage in supply of importation bottlenecks and the slow pace of marketers' renewal by the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA. He disclosed that only 1,015 marketers out of 15,000 have had their licenses renewed by the authority. Checks around Akure, the Ondo State capital, showed that most stations were out of stock, with very few major marketers dispensing the product. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project has filed a lawsuit against the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited over alleged failure to account for and explain the whereabouts of the missing $2.04 billion and 164 billion naira oil revenues. These, according to SERAP, followed the allegations documented in the recently published 2020 audited report by Auditor General of the Federation that the NNPC failed to remit the the money into the Federation accounts, saying the money may have been diverted. Deputy Director of SERAP, Kolawole Oluwadare, said the suit filed at the Federal High Court in Abuja seeks an order of members to direct and compel NNPC to account for and explain the whereabouts of the missing oil revenues, as documented in a report by the Auditor General. The organization noted that failure to account for the missing oil revenues reflects the nation's oil giant's continued failure to uphold the principles of transparency and accountability. SERAP condemned the missing oil revenues, saying our NNPC and its subsidiaries accounted for and remitted the disappeared public funds into Federation accounts. It is likely that more funds will be or have been allocated to the fulfillment of economic and social rights of Nigerians. The National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPSS, has revealed that foreigners benefit more from Nigeria's solid minerals due to lax regulations. NIPSS Director General Ayo Omotayo said in Abuja that the solid mineral sector must be repositioned as it is critical for the development of the nation's economy. He said despite being endowed with several minerals, it has not contributed significantly to uplift Nigerians from poverty, as it is dominated by artisanal miners. Omotayo pointed out that the federal government has over the years explored many efforts to address the problems and challenges of mining, but it has not yielded positive outcomes. President Bola Tinubu says his administration's removal of fuel subsidy is in the best interest of Nigeria, stressing that it was necessary not to plunge the country into bankruptcy. According to him, Nigeria is consistent with the belief that economic collaboration and inclusiveness among other nations are necessary to drive stability on the global stage. Tinubu made this clarification during a panel session at the ongoing World Economic Forum in Saudi Arabia, which focuses on global collaboration, growth, and energy for development. The president noted that the fuel subsidy removal brought about accountability, transparency, and fiscal discipline for the country. Speaking on the exchange rate unification and the swinging rate of the naira against other global currencies, Tinubu said the currency management is necessary to remove the artificial element of value in the currency. These 19 people were burned to death in an auto crash on the Okene bypass on the Okene-Lokoja Highway in Kogi today. The Federal Road Safety Corps FRC spokesperson Jonas Agro stated it in Abuja that the crash involved a Dangote cement truck and a Toyota IS bus. He stated that it took operatives of the FRC battling through the accompanying inferno 3 hours to rescue 2 surviving victims of the crash. Mr. Agro added that the Toyota bus was traveling from Kano and was on its lane when the Dangote truck driver traveling from Port Harcourt wrongfully overtook a vehicle and collided head-on with the bus. The Diocese of Akure Anglican Communion has held its 42nd Diocesan Mothers Union Conference in Akure, the state capital. The Archbishop of Ondo Celestial Province and Bishop of Akure Anglican Diocese, the Most Reverend Simon Borokini, charged women to deviate from anything capable of leading them to sin. Osrc's Joy Pius now completes the story.
The 42nd Annual Diocesan Mothers Union Conference of the Diocese of Akure Anglican Communion took place at the All Saints Anglican Church, Akure. The program, which lasted 4 days and has as its theme Breaking the Shackles of Sin, had mothers from different archdeaconry in Akure in attendance. The conference accommodated a number of activities which include Bible study, inspirational talk, health talk, address by the diocesan president, Christiana Borokini, among others.
It is with great joy that we are congratulating our members who experience of joy and all that. In this reporting year, your joy shall be full and permanent in Jesus' name.
And to end the conference, the Mothers Union converged for a Thanksgiving service for the success of the program. The Archbishop, Ondo Ecclesiastical Province, and Bishop of Akure Anglican Diocese, the Most Reverend Simeon Borokini, congratulated the members for the success of the program, charging them to eschew sin.
Every one of us knows that sin is real and sin is dangerous. So in Christianity, we must be humble, we must submit, we must be submissive. Don't think that you have proven everything, nobody is perfect.
I'm very happy today that our 42nd Mothers Union Conference is taking place in this church, Osrc Church, Ijom, Akure. We thank God. We started on Thursday and we are ending up today with a Thanksgiving service to the glory of God. I'm appealing to my women that they should go out there and reflect Jesus Christ's life. Because we are Christians, we should be like Christ.
Today is the final day, and we give God all the glory, because as you can see today, the Lord is proving himself faithful in our midst.
The program is a very good one, and you can see it going on. In fact, I have peace of mind. I am happy because I'm victorious. We are the hosts. When we started, it was as if nothing is going on. But today, I am liberated. I am happy. We give glory to God Almighty for the success of today's Thanksgiving. As you can see, people are here. They are doing great, and they are giving glory to God Almighty for the success of today's Thanksgiving, Mothers Union 2024.
Over 20 archdeaconries participated in the conference. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Osrc Media Group has been lauded for contributing positively to the growth of society. Bishop of Methodist Church, Akure Diocese, Right Reverend Isaac Oshijigwe, who led a team on a courtesy visit to the media station in Akure over the forthcoming synod of the church, said OSRC has been of help to the church in reaching out to the public. Omoriola Ngiji has the detail.
Synod meeting in Methodist Church Nigeria is an annual event that brings all branches of the church together for proper assessment. Visit of members of Methodist Church Akure Diocese to OSRC Media Group Akure was part of activities marking its second synod. Bishop of the Diocese, Right Reverend Isaac Oshunjuigwe, described synod as an avenue to account for stewardship, where all the local churches through their circuits report to the diocese for proper assessment.
We are inviting you to celebrate with us, and this synod will be second of its kind when we have our new Akure Diocese. We have been hearing on our diocese before. This synod is going to be the 36th year, and that is telling us that the diocese of Owo by then is now in existence, has been in existence for a period of 36 years ago. But the new diocese of Akure that appeared in Catholic last year, we are celebrating the second year anniversary. So we are inviting you to be there with us.
Chairman, Planning Committee, Dr. Akintunde Olayemi ruled all of the activities of the event to include Bishop's address and ministerial session.
It is decided as hosting this year's synod. That's where we came from as chairman. So we were right from May 3rd, and we are going to have ministers session. Then we have a lay session. Minister session, this with the spiritual head of the church, while the lay, this with the civilian heads of the church. We have different sessions.
Reacting, Chairman of the media group, Kunle Adebayo, stated various means of reaching out to the heterogeneous number of people, including the church where congregation formed the larger portion of the populace. According to him, the media group will continue to work with other stakeholders in society to liberate the general public for societal growth.
We have things to share, and this synod that is going to take place, we will support it. We will do everything to support it. After we finish these conversations, we can have a small bilateral commission where maybe two people from here, two people from here who can sit down. These are the things you want, these are what we will do. So that once those things are done, we know what we want to do, and then we run.
Adebayo also encouraged church leaders to further instill on members the discipline as of old for the benefit of society.
I think the church should look for topical, when you do all things, don't wait for the communique to, when the bishops or the reverend speaks, say it in summaries in a way that they will understand, so that people don't go out with another impression or with things, then you start having repeaters and all the corrections and all of that.
Prayers were offered for the continued growth of the media group. Omoyola Humiji, Osrc News.
And now to the foreign scene. Residents of a village in Kenya are grappling with their loss after a truck full of people was swept away by floodwaters. More than 11,000 residents have been rendered homeless, and at least 75 people have been killed. Aketunde Akishimola has the detail.
Residents of a Kenyan village are still coming to terms with their loss after a truck full of people was swept away by raging flood waters. A large group of people boarded a truck in hopes of being ferried across a swollen river in Makueni. As it moved across the river, the truck was suddenly overwhelmed by the powerful currents. People fell into the water as it tipped over and were carried away as onlookers rushed to the riverbank. James Mutuku was an eyewitness and is a relative of one of the victims.
There were two trucks. I was in the one that went ahead, he says. Our truck crossed without any issues, and once we got to the other side of the river, we heard screams.
Some survivors were pulled out, but several bodies have been recovered downriver. The exact number of casualties remain unclear. Heavy rains across Kenya have displaced more than 11,000 people, according to the Kenyan Red Cross Society, and at least 75 people have been killed. The Kenya Meteorological Department has warned more heavy rains are expected in the coming week. Akintunde Akishimola for Osrc News.
Still on the foreign scene, a U.S. judge has sentenced the paramedic convicted in the 2019 death of Elijah McLean to 14 months in a work release program and 4 years of probation. The black 23-year-old died after police slammed him to the ground soon after stopping him and put him in a chokehold at least twice. McLean was not suspected of wrongdoing when he was walking on the street and police stopped him. Aderonke Kolaoli has more.
A Colorado paramedic convicted in the 2019 death of Elijah McLean was sentenced to 13 months in a work release program and 4 years of probation.
Hey, stop right there.
McLean, a 23-year-old black man, died days after police stopped him, slammed him to the ground and put him in a chokehold at least twice.
You got 500 ketamine? Yep.
During the encounter, paramedics injected him with an excessive dose of ketamine and anesthetic used for sedation, after police said he was in a state of excited delirium. McLean was not suspected of wrongdoing when he was stopped. 49-year-old Jeremy Cooper, one of the paramedics charged in McLean's death, had faced up to 3 years in prison for his conviction of criminally negligent homicide. Shane McLean, Elijah's mother, walked out of the courtroom on a tearful Cooper Road to address her late son.
Elijah, I am a man of faith. I know you are here among us, and you can hear me. I am so sorry collectively that we all failed you.
She later returned to give her own statement and told Cooper not to invoke her son's name.
America will never be what it could be because it does not look at all of its citizens as one race, the human race. from my heart to my hands. Long live Elijah McClain, always and forever.
Copa sentences close to the 3 trial around McClain's death. One police officer was sentenced to 40 months in jail. 2 officers were found not guilty, and Copa fellow paramedic was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Paramedics rarely face charges in such cases. Colorado has undergone significant police reform since the killing of McClain and the following year's racial justice protests ignited by the killing of George Floyd at the hands of police in Minneapolis. But politicians and experts and many citizens say more must be done. Adelunke Kolawole, Osrc News.
In sport, Arsenal maintained their 1-point lead over Manchester City after both teams won their games from home. The Gunners beat City rivals Tottenham 3-2, while City were 2-0 winners over struggling Nottingham Forest. With a game in hand, Manchester City are on 79 points, while the leaders are on 80. Third placed Liverpool are 5 points adrift of the leaders on 75 points. And with that sports story, we conclude the news tonight. But before we go, a quick look at the top stories. We told you that an information technology expert, Mr. Segun Oyebolu, has emerged the Social Democratic Party's candidate for the forthcoming governorship election in Ondo State. The election is built for November 16 this year. Members of the All Progressives Congress (APC) in our local government area have pledged more support for the Ayedatiwa administration. They made the promise during a thank you visit of the Deputy Governor, Dr. Olaide Adelani, to the area. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) has been declared victorious in Oyo State local government election held on Saturday, clearing all the 33 council areas. Relatedly, All Progressives Congress (APC) candidate won all local governments in Gombe Council Hall. That's the news tonight. Thank you very much for your time. Good evening to you.